Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of Newsbytes. And in the news today, 1. I've got a folding at home team. 2. Intel is an absolute mess. And 3. AMD is running their victory lap. All this and more after the intro, and as always, timestamps will be available in the description down below. So first off, a little announcement from the channel. I've started a folding at home team. Yeah, I've finally bit the bullet. A lot of people have said in the Discord that they want a folding at home team, so I have taken it upon myself to start one. If you want to join in the team, look up how to go ahead and start up folding at home, and then simply go ahead and add the team number, which is 266942. Join the Discord and read the info there if you want to go ahead and get some goodies out of it too. But if you do want to go ahead and start folding as part of the 117th Con's own folding at home team, number is 266942 for the team number. So yeah, exciting stuff. Hopefully we can go ahead and get some of you guys folding away and doing a good cause to outfight human malware. There's an old saying that a week is a long time in politics, and right now a week is an incredibly long time in the tech industry. Not even 5 days ago, Intel announced that essentially their 10nm is going to be delayed again, but more worryingly, and has affected stockholders and investors in particular, 7nm is also broken and is likely to be delayed yet another 6 months until 2022, well, late 2022, or very early 2023. Intel announced in its Q2 2020 earnings release that, well, the rollout of 7nm CPUs has been delayed by yet another 6 months due to the fact that apparently the yields for 7nm are essentially degrading way too quickly, meaning that they are essentially unusable. Intel is now in fact implementing contingency plans for the first time ever, actually really considering using external fabs to go ahead and get onto their next process, as, well, a point of they don't really have any other option. 7nm is heavily delayed, and the Ponte Vecchio GPUs hopefully going to be coming out sometime in 2021 or 2022. However, though, their CPUs will not be available at the very least until 2022, putting them well behind AMD in that regard. Problem is that currently, as is being suspected, Intel is actually going after TSMC's 7nm process for their own chips. The problem is, of course, AMD is also using TSMC's 7nm process for their chips, and may possibly see issues, especially when you've also now got, well, graphics giant Nvidia also jumping on the TSMC bandwagon. What this could mean for everybody, I don't know yet, but it is certainly not a comfortable position to be in if you are over at Intel. To top this off, if you do read the transcript of the actual call itself for the investors, to put it politely, whilst they are of course polite as always, they are incredibly mildly pissed off. And when I say mildly, I mean massively. In short, pretty much most of them were questioning why the 7nm delays, pushing towards Intel, and of course pushing against CEO Bob Swan. As another direct result of all these ongoing issues at Intel, they've in fact done a huge reshuffling of their internal management for the engineering department, which means the head of management for all purposes has been essentially outed, putting it into possibly a worse situation, because on the one hand they have removed a figure who may or may not be the reason why they are slightly behind, but on the other hand, shifting up an entire department when you're already behind schedule, to me it sounds like it's a bad idea and may end up costing Intel another couple of months, but I don't know yet. All that we do know is that it is certainly a very turbulent time to be at Intel, and there is probably an ongoing sense of turmoil there. And finally, as a direct result of this fact, Intel's stock price has absolutely tanked, going from around about $60 a share to, well, over the last overnight trading numbers from when this was first written, it dropped down to just over $49 a share. which wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for what is in the next topic, which we'll get to in a minute. Yes, Intel is tanking, they're delayed, their investors are absolutely fuming, the engineering department has been, completely reshuffled, and of course, they're not going to be seeing 7nm until realistically 2023. And the other thing that is also probably becoming another pain in Intel's neck, AMD's stock prices is essentially at an all-time high, and I do mean a record high. Essentially following Intel and saying that 7nm will be delayed yet again, AMD's stock price essentially shot through the roof, going from $60 a share to almost $70, and recently, over the overnight trading numbers, they've reached as high as $74.60 a share, which, to put in perspective, is 50% more than Intel's current stock price by the overnight numbers. Put it lightly, AMD has not just surpassed Intel, they have essentially ran straight past them into the stratosphere at this point. Whilst Intel is collapsing in on itself, AMD is going through just victory lap after victory lap at the expense of Intel, especially when, on top of that, Ryzen 4000 is still, as far as we know, on track to release this year. Which means, whereas AMD is winning, their stock prices through the roof, they're on time, they're on track, they're meeting expectations, they are making huge waves in the market. On the other hand, Intel is just collapsing in on itself, and it is becoming a very, very interesting time to be alive. Also, in relation to AMD's increased stock price, this is also due to the fact that they've actually surpassed their own annual forecast, and likely in the next quarter, well, essentially the next half of the year, they're expected to actually surpass once again and make an incredible gain in the market. However, whether this will happen or not, that is remaining to be seen, but Intel, you've certainly set AMD to be up for some tremendous victories this year. Alright, to finish off then, just go ahead and drive home my last point at the time of recording this, which is 16 minutes past 7 in the morning in the UK. Currently, the stock price of Intel is $48.97 a share with the overnight trading. At AMD, however, the stock price is, soaring at $74.60 a share. Again, that is a 50% lead over Intel. Just to try and drive home how just incredibly far AMD has come in this, past week. To put it into perspective, it's been 6 days since the 23rd of July, and in that time they have literally gained $15 a share. That is a huge increase considering, everything else that's going on. But yeah, AMD, Intel, I don't even know what to say. I can't believe it. Seriously, every time I wake up in the morning right now, it's like, this is really the world we're living in. But that is where I'm going to have to leave it today. But anyway, like the video, like it, dislike if you dislike. Any thoughts or questions, leave a form of a comment down below. If you want to join the Folding at Home team and maybe get in on a couple of rewards, check out the Discord server, which will be in the description down below, alongside my Patreon, Facebook, and Twitch, which I will be streaming again very soon. Hopefully in the next day or two, I'll be streaming again, so stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button for more notifications, and, well, as always, it's the 117th Con signing off. Stay safe out there, folks. I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, ta-ra.